Okay, Mark is back helping you to understand English grammar. And we got my son Kenny working the camera here, and we're going to need him to step out and help us demonstrate the basics of pattern number 8. Come on out here, dude. Noun phrase 1. I'm going to be noun phrase 1. You're going to be noun phrase 2.
Okay.
What is this thing then?
That's noun phrase 3.
Can you touch it?
Yes.
Can you hug it?
Yes.
Okay, that makes it a noun, all right? Here's noun phrase 1. Dad gave Kenny
the bat.
That's it, all right? Noun phrase 1, 2, and 3. There's somebody doing something to somebody else, and there's another object that's happening, right? Direct object, indirect object. This is the thing I'm giving. This is the guy I'm giving it to. He's the indirect object. Okay, get back to your job here, and we'll take a look at a couple of examples here of pattern 8. Can you read this one out for me, buddy?
Malaya gave her mother a flower.
What are your nouns?
Malaya.
Noun phrase.
1.
Okay, the verb, right? That's your verb transitive. Next, noun.
Mother.
Okay, how do you know it's a noun?
Because you can hug her.
You can hug your mother, all right. That's your noun phrase 2. And what else here?
The flower.
Okay, and there's a determiner here, and there's the flower, and there's no prepositions in front of it, so it counts. This is a noun that will count. That's your noun phrase 3. How do you diagram these? Not too hard. Let's see. Malia, then we have a verb. Here's the thing now. Did she give the mother?
No, she gave the flower.
Okay, so the direct object, the flower, goes here. And then the mom is kind of diagrammed as an adverbial over here. So, her mom. Okay? So it looks like the 7 to this point. What's the thing she gave?
She gave the flower.
Okay, that looks like a 7, but we have a noun phrase 3 here because this is who the giving is being done to. Now you're going to see, you can't just turn a 7 into an 8 by adding another noun phrase. All the pattern 8s are going to have this kind of giving, doing something for somebody type of feeling to them. All right? Let's look at this one, buddy. Read it.
Kenny baked his mom a cake.
See, this is giving. He's doing it for the mom. What's the thing he baked?
A cake.
Did he bake his mom?
No.
No. Okay, but do we have any preposition? Yeah, that is pretty odd. No prepositions in here. We've all memorized our preposition list. So it's noun phrase 1, verb, noun phrase 2, and then cake, noun phrase 3. See, and you would diagram it kind of the same way. So the baking the cake for the mom, there's this gift happening. Now the last one's a little bit more, well, the second to last one, sorry, a little more complicated here. What are your nouns in there, dude?
The man.
Okay, that's 1. What else?
The yellow hat.
The hat, okay.
George.
George, can you hug George?
Yes.
I guess if you can catch him, yeah.
Bananas.
Okay, and?
Breakfast.
Okay, that's definitely a noun. We get hungry seeing that. Are there any of these, however, do we just go noun phrase 1, noun phrase 2, noun phrase 3, noun phrase 4, noun phrase 5? Do we do that?
No.
No, there's only 3 noun phrases maximum, really, and the pattern 8's the one with the most. Are there any here that we could put on a side for next time, for later, save it for later?
For breakfast.
Why?
Because there's a preposition.
Okay, this is a prepositional phrase. We already can figure out kind of what it's doing. What else?
The hat.
How come?
Because there's also a preposition that's very big.
Okay, you see that? And what are we left with?
The man gave George some bananas.
And it's just the same simple looking pattern 8 here. Now then we ask where the prepositional phrase is going to go. The man with the yellow hat, is that modifying like how he did the giving?
No, it's just describing him.
All right, which man are we talking about? What kind of man? So that makes it the adverbial, I'm sorry, that makes it the adjectival preposition. So the man gave, what, bananas, right? And then again, preposition goes on the slanty line, and the object of the preposition. Oh, it's not the bat, right? It's the hat. Goes here. And what kind of hat is it? It's yellow. So you diagram it like this. Here's the man with the yellow hat. And he gave George some bananas. What is this? Is this modifying George?
No, it's just modifying bananas.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting, buddy. What kind of bananas?
The bananas for breakfast.
I guess that's, wow, we're in a little gray area here because you could make an argument for that. Could you also say why the giving or how the giving was done? Why did he give the bananas?
Kindly.
He gave them for
breakfast.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Some of these are going to fall one way or the other. You're saying what kind of bananas? Well, they're the kind we always use for breakfast. Or there could be a modification of the giving. How was it giving? And then the last one, can you read that, buddy?
The last one is, my friend wrote me a letter.
Okay, noun phrase 1, friend, noun phrase 2, me, letter. So it's not, it doesn't say give, but it has that giving feeling to it, all right? Somebody gave something to somebody else. That's your pattern 8. Now, this is probably the thing that's going to blow you away most about how you can remember these 2 patterns. And it goes back to this, your Roman numeral action here. See those, Kenny?
Yeah.
All right. Now, how many noun phrases do you have in a pattern 7?
You have.
You have the ball and the bat, right?
Yeah.
So how many noun phrases?
2.
And how many noun phrases do you have in a pattern 8?
You have 3.
Okay. Now, look at this. You're not going to believe this. How do you spell a Roman numeral 7? With a 2. You see that? Let me use another color. How do you spell a Roman numeral 8?
With a 3.
All right. So if you have 2 noun phrases, it's going to be a pattern 7. If you have 3 noun phrases, it's going to be a pattern 8. Do you remember this one? Remember that, buddy?
Yeah.
How many noun phrases you got?
You got 1.
Ooh, that was ungrammatical, but we're going to let it slide. Yes, you have 1 noun phrase, the boy, right? Guess what? How do you spell a Roman numeral 6? With a
1.
with a 1. So if there's 1 noun phrase, it's a pattern 6. 2 noun phrases, it's a 7. 3 noun phrases, it's an 8. Got it? Okay. We'll see you later with patterns 9 and 10.